My name is Michael Bruneau, and I'm a faculty member here at the Department of Health Sciences, and I direct the Exercise Science program. Wow, there's a lot to say, but originally from New Haven, Connecticut, did my undergraduate at Central Connecticut State University, master's at the University of Connecticut, PhD at Springfield College, and have been at Drexel for the last 9 years. I was originally looking for postdoctoral fellowships at the time, and the opportunities weren't available. And so, but there was a teaching opportunity in the Department of Health Sciences at about the same time. And so I knew I wanted to be at Philly. I knew I wanted to work with a colleague that was here at that time. So it was a really good fit, and all the stars aligned at the right period for me. Okay, so for my teaching, I would say that I'm really all about integrating community-based service learning into practical theoretical knowledge. So I like to teach the students the theory, give them opportunities to practice, and then give them real life projects that can positively impact people in our communities. With regards to research, I'm a clinical exercise physiologist, and so much of my studies involve the use of physical activity and lifestyle to prevent, treat, and manage chronic disease, including but not limited to Alzheimer's disease and overweight and obesity. So in terms of scholarship, I've been a member of the American College of Sports Medicine. I'm fortunate enough to have been awarded fellowship with the organization, and much of the scholarship that I do involves use of exercise to treat traditional and non-traditional risk factors for cardiovascular disease, um, including things like overweight and obesity. So recently we published a paper about the effects of exercise on appetite regulation. And so that's informed some of our more recent studies as a result. What led me into my field of health sciences and eventually exercise science was I was working 80 to 100 hours a week at Valley Total Fitness, knew that was not a sustainable career path for me long term. At the same time, my grandfather was going in for quadruple bypass surgery. So I ventured and changed my major into cardiac rehabilitation. And then throughout that process, I took exercise physiology with my great mentor, Sean Walsh. And he said, I think you can have a career in research in this. So went the graduate route, and we've been going forward ever since. I think the biggest thing about being a faculty member is the opportunity to positively impact not only people, but also to mentor peers at different stages of their academic and career journey. I really love mentoring. And so that's been a really enjoyable thing just for students in the classroom, and then providing any guidance and insight that I have for early career faculty members like myself, and having hindsight of what I wish I would have known 8 years ago, and try to help them as best I can. I think the biggest piece of advice that I found to be really helpful is to work at least one day a week from home. And the reason for that, I think, is because a lot of times when you're a faculty member, especially a new faculty member, is there's a lot of new things coming at you at once. And so trying to get involvement with your department, do excellent teaching, do your research, apply for grants, a lot of that can happen all at the same time. And it seems all the deadlines come at the same point in time. So you find yourself in a lot of meetings very quickly. And so having one day where you can work from home and kind of have some dedicated time to get your work done has been really helpful to make sure that I, to the best I can, stay ahead of the curve. The biggest piece of advice I would tell faculty members is that you really need to own your career. What you do today and how that develops over the course of your career from assistant to associate to full professor and beyond is thinking about, you really have to decide what it is that is important to you, whether you want to be someone more focused on teaching or more focused on research. And I think it's important to always have a mentor so that you could bounce ideas off of, and really use that person and all of the intellect that they come with and their experiences to help guide and shepherd you, because you're going to make mistakes along the way. So when I say own your career, is know your goal, know what the target is, and realize that when the target changes, that it's really up to you to make a series of objectives with mentor guidance, and that informs the tasks of how you go forward and execute your career. So If you ever feel stagnant or any of those types of things, might be time to find a new goal, new target, and always and be willing to accept feedback because none of it's personal.